In studio joining us today is West Carteret boys basketball coach Will Kenon. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thank you for having me.
We're doing season previews, but the Patriots have technically already started their season.
True, we're a little late.
We're doing this on a Wednesday. We're running a little late this year. We're doing this on a Wednesday. The Patriots beat a quasi-varsity JV Havelock Rams squad last night.
They didn't have all their players last night.
Yeah. So, well, game one, what's the verdict?
Game one was game one. Those guys from Havelock played extremely hard last night. They played extremely well, and they gave us some things that we need to work on getting ready for Friday's game.
And just for context, the reason why Havelock is shorthanded last night is football season is still going on.
Right.
Havelock is still in the playoffs. A lot of those players obviously can't do both of those games, so they're still on the football team.
They'll look much different in a couple. Well, they hope probably a month
I was going to
from
say,
now.
I think usually annually, like it's December when
Yeah.
Havelock finally gets his full roster.
Our game with them next is December 20th.
There you go.
You'll see
that
a much
might be a
different
little
squad.
bit different.
Yeah. Well, if the season ended today, which that would be a very short season, Jack Bell would probably be the Carteret County News-Times Player of the Year.
Wow.
Did he have a big night last night?
He looked really good, and we did season previews that ran in the this Wednesday issue of the News-Times, and Coach said that I asked him for a couple names that's going to step up their game this year, and that was one of the guys you mentioned.
Yep, Jack is definitely going to be one of our guys this year. Also, who played very well for us last night was Tanner Payne.
Quarterback
Tanner Payne. He played very well for us last night. I believe he led us in scoring.
Now that's more surprising because he's someone that scored 2.2 points per game last year, so you don't expect that coming into a season. Whereas Jack Bell, he was a pretty good scorer last year, 10.2 points per game. He was right up there with Nate Hester as well and Jay Murray, and so there's you've got a couple folks back there.
Yeah, so consider we only had one practice with those guys, which was Monday.
Okay.
So they were just coming off the football field. So they're in different stages of basketball.
Sure,
right now.
switching over is different.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but we made it a point to try to get the ball inside a little bit last night with Jay and Tanner, and they did some pretty good work in there.
Got a little bit of size this year.
Got a little bit of size, same guys. They grew a little bit, put a little weight on. Yeah. We're excited about that. So I think we're going to be better in that department.
Tanner's what, 6'4"?
6'3",
6'4"?
I say 6'3.5".
Yeah. Jay's about the same.
Jay's about the same. They keep telling me, Coach, I'm only 6'2". I'm like, no, you are not, because they're almost looking me eye to eye.
Okay.
So we're excited about that.
And big kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
They aren't thin like they were. So that's going to definitely help us out.
No, I didn't cover West Carteret football until the game against Croatan, and that was the first thing I noticed was Tanner Payne was a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be. He's a big kid. So
he is, and he's very, very confident. And that helped out this summer playing in the ECI. He's also did a lot of quarterback camps this summer, so his competitiveness has gone up.
And Jay looked good last night too.
Oh yeah. Jay's our all conference center.
Yeah.
And we're expecting big things from him this year.
Who else we got back? We got Nehemiah Hester, who Zack mentioned, led y'all in scoring last year, also an all conference guy.
Yes, sir. He is back. He has several parts to his game, and we plan to exploit all of them. Yes.
And you got a freshman who played last year, Juwan Tripp, back as a sophomore. Yeah, the theme here is everybody's back almost.
Everybody's back, save one.
Matt Coker.
Matt Coker. We did have two that chose to do other things this winter, so we're short three. But we obviously added some kids through JV, and also some walk-on kids that came in. So
the theme of the preview story that we're running the Wednesday issue was familiarity, and not only do you have everybody back, but you got a coach back for the second year, so everybody kind of knows each other, right?
Yes, my two assistant coaches are back with me as well this year. We've also added J.J. Williams. He's going to go between JV and varsity. And so, yes, continuity works.
Another J.J. Williams.
Another J.J. Williams? This is not the former West Carteret J.J. Williams.
Yes, sir. It is. Yes, sir. It is.
Wow. So one of the Williams boys, one of the Dexter Williams boys, one of the Carteret County dynasty of basketball.
Yes, sir.
Not helping y'all out. Nice.
I mean, Who would I to be to not bring?
Oh,
that
you're saying he's here to
board?
coach?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
How about that?
He
that's
is-
awesome.
He is now part of our coaching staff.
That's a great player. That's great to see him back and
Yes.
being around the game he loves.
Yes, sir.
Who else we got? We got Josiah Jones, who's fresh off the football field.
Fresh off the football field, he injured himself on Friday night, and so I assumed I wasn't going to have him for 2 or 3 weeks, and he was like, "Hey, coach, I'm playing," and I was like, "Well, are we sure about that? I want to make sure you're okay." So during practice he did a few things, and I mean, obviously last night he got the fast break and banged it down with two.
Threw it
two
down.
hands.
I didn't know Josiah could get up like that.
Yes, sir. Well, also, if you didn't know, he was second in the.
That's right. He's
in
a
long jump.
That's right.
Last year in the state. So yeah, he's got hops.
I thought he'd go long, not high. Put it.
Yeah, he's got it. He has it both.
Sort of a Deshaun Jones vibe there.
Yeah.
He comes from very good stock.
Yeah.
Very good stock.
Larry Tootle.
Yes. Yeah, Larry is very consistent for us, and we're going to be leaning on him a lot. Our top 10 kids are going to give us some different looks. We're going to be able to play small, which I mean, small for us, and then we'll be able to play big. So there are different things that we're going to be able to do this year that we weren't very comfortable with doing last year.
And got Cam Pavey back too. You had 8 players average between 4.3 points and 10.7 points. So you were deep, versatile, balanced.
Yes, sir. And we're 10 deep now, adding Trevor Sledge off the JV squad, and
So if you wanted to, you
Dallas
kind of go
Riggin.
a platoon sort of.
There's going to be some different
Or
ways
adjusting to
that we play.
whatever your
there's
defense
gonna
is
be
giving
some
you.
different ways that we play.
Okay.
I know a whole bunch of coaches listen to this, so I'm not going to tell you everything.
Can't give it all away. Well, speaking of other coaches, Patriots coming off a 12-14 season and went 5-6 in the Coastal. This is the last year of the Coastal Conference.
That was 5-5.
Oh, 5-5.
Yeah. Some coaches add that conference tournament, which doesn't help us when we're doing our research.
Okay. That's all right. Still, so 500 in the conference, and it's going to be another tough one. We got Swansboro, which has pretty much brought everybody back. Same with Croatan. What's the conference looking like to you this year, Coach?
Same as I told y'all last year. Conference is going to be heavy this year.
Yeah.
White Oak is
Sure.
reloading.
Right.
Croatan is going to be better this year. They're going to be more experienced and older, like we are. I mean, what can you say about Swansboro? They were the number 1 seed last year, going into the state tournament. So
Yeah.
we have our hands full.
Yeah, it'll be a good one though, and you can certainly say that each of those teams will be tested by the end of the regular season schedule.
Yes, sir. I think we're going to help each other get better along the way here.
Actually got some. You talked about Croatan being older and more experienced, so they'll be better. You're actually older and more experienced finally, right? You've got actually some seniors on the team.
Man, say so. So yes, we do have some more seniors on our team.
Senior night will last more than 5 minutes.
It will last more than 5 minutes like than last year. But very excited. We had some guys that decided to come out this year that had not previously, and so we're going to have some ways to utilize those guys as well.
We're only 1 season and 1 game into Will Kenon's career, but I think one thing we've learned so far is you want to turn defense into offense, and defense is the calling card for the West Carteret Patriots, huh?
Yes, sir. That's how we're going to live. We're going to live by our defense, and we're going to let the offense put the people in the seats. But defense is what's going to win us games.
And actually, though, this year you mentioned in the season preview that you think you'd be a pretty good shooting team.
I believe so. I don't want to shoot 3 every time we come down the court, but we do have some shooters that can shoot the ball. So once they get into shooting shape, I think you'll be able to see that as well.
Just got to let Josiah throw it down every once in a while. Right?
Every now and then. I think last year he averaged about 1 every 2 games.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do we have any other dunkers on the team?
Nehemiah,
That's
Jay,
Okay.
Dallas, I believe. Tanner's trying, Cam's trying. So yeah, we have a couple. We got a couple out there.
And last night they were ice skating out there a little bit on the floor. Game one, the floor wasn't ready for game one, was it?
Yeah, first half there was some condensation on the floor, and so second half I asked them to open the doors, and it kind of dissipated that, and we were able to get some squeaky, sneakers out there, and that definitely helped us out.
One of the things, and we talked about this in the girls' preview, is Zack mentioned the depth and the balance of the league. A lot of nights games come down to the last 2 or 3 minutes. I feel like last year you all were in a lot of those games. I suspect White Oak, Swansboro, Croatan, you all be in a lot of those games this year.
Yes, sir. I don't believe there's gonna be too many blowouts, but I think our guys know how to win when it comes down to close games, and I think we're going to take advantage of that. So.
Yeah, you can see that in the RPI rankings, 12 and 14, but number 21 seed in the 3A East. That's not a typical. Like, I'm looking at the other records of teams around you: 16 and 10, 16 and 10, 15 and 11. Y'all were under 500, and still the strength of that schedule and the strength of the games within that schedule being close play a role. So hopefully you get on the better side of some of those games this year.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Looking forward to that.
And a kind of a tough non-conference. You see J.H. Rose on there, Jacksonville on there,
Kinston.
Pamela
There's some teams on there.
Yeah, we stepped up a little bit this year, trying to get our guys ready for the big time. So that was something that we wanted to do, and I believe that's going to definitely help us.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming in. Good luck to you this season. We'll be out there covering you.
Much appreciated. Looking forward to seeing your smiling face.